What are our national ideas? Asturias has some pretty unique ideas for the Iberian region. Get a bonus missionary and a bonus merchant. We get province war score cost minus 15, tolerance for the true faith plus 2, an extra diplomat, a colonist, missionary strength plus 2%, monthly autonomy 0.05, goods produced plus 10, and then a finisher is national manpower modifier plus 15. We're going to become Spain at some point, but we've got to get... we need to own this whole state, and it needs to be a core province so that we can do the other achievement. Where is all the rum gone? Yeah, the ideas are pretty good, I agree. Okay, I want to try to get Leon, so I'm going to fabricate on Leon. We'll probably ally Galicia. I'm not going to ally both of them, even though yesterday we got, like, murdered by Portugal. He probably got his claims again on our territory, so we need to have allies before we declare a war. We can't just declare on our own, otherwise Portugal will get involved. Although Portugal is distracted by their war with Morocco. Alright, wanted to insult Castile, just for fun. He deserves it. He's a loser. You kept the Asturias ideas over the Spanish ideas? Really? That's insane to me. I think that the Spanish ideas are the absolute strongest out of any idea set in the entire game right now. Okay, let's go ahead and revoke that land from the nobles. Tomorrow. Then immediately give it to the clergy. Now we can do our clergy clicks. Emissary to the Pope, seek support. We'll hire one guy. We'll do the Inquisitor just because it's less influence, and we don't really need this guy yet. And we'll demand our 150 admin points. While they're loyal, I think we will bump Stab once. Because we're going to lose Stab when we declare independence. We want to be higher, if possible. The claim on Laborde, probably? One claim on England is enough to be able to declare the war, so let's stop from there. And let's improve relations with Aragon. Aragon really wants some of my land, unfortunately. Poland fallen for the trap again. They tell us about the event, successor of Vladislav III, where among the possible options they went with the 666, instead of an entire nation of how much development? Lithuania just has a casual 268 development to Poland's 183. So, yeah, that's a trap. That's a trap. The development's worth more, I think, than a 666 leader. Still no heir for us yet, so we can't really decide on our focus here. We'll be allowed to start trying to plot our breakaway February of 1451. Of course he dies. That's one of the big risks. Hey, look, Castile 7 rebels. Nice. I would say that even if your ruler lives to be lives 40 years, I still think that taking the Union is better, always, over the any leader, any possible leader. I personally think it's just a complete mistake. Castile, I see. At one point I had turned off bankruptcy notifications, and I think I tried turning them back on. When another country goes bankrupt, so interesting countries we get pop-ups about, every country we don't. So if I want to make sure I get pop-ups, we need to turn on, like, best guess. It's got negative stab. I want to say bankruptcy doesn't cause 5 unrest anymore, does it? I never remember what... Just bankruptcy effect. There's an easy check for bankruptcy. Yeah, if Castile gets a 666, that'd be nuts. There he goes. Hey, it's a good thing I just turned that alert on. Alright, so he's officially bankrupt, which means that if, you know, someone's gonna attack him. So what's better about this, compared to what we did yesterday, is that he declared the bankruptcy. instead of me declaring it, so we didn't get devastation in our land. And also, it happened after we were released. So, yesterday, basically as soon as we were able to declare war on him, his bankruptcy was over, which got rid of the 50% morale penalty. Now, our truce will be up in, what was it? February of 51, and he will have the bankruptcy modifier until at least October 22nd of 52. So we'll have like a year and a half where he'll still have the bankruptcy modifier. It's not 15, it's 50. It's 50% morale of armies is the penalty. It used to be 100% back when bankruptcy lasted for 15 years. Bankruptcy used to be brutal. You want to see how brutal bankruptcy was? Go watch the very first EU4 campaign I ever played as Portugal, and I went bankrupt. Castile went collapsed. They collapsed again. And they are now a duchy. And they have a 342. Alfonso. He unfortunately did gain some stability back, but he still has that 60 corruption. What's important is that it's a boy. Oh, it's a male ruler and a male heir for Aragon. Male. Iberian wedding is based on the rulers being different genders. Yeah, he got downgraded to just a duchy from a kingdom. That's pretty bad. That does not clear his bankruptcy, though. Let's just check to see who would consider supporting our independence if we didn't have the truce. It's easier if we have a diplomat free. I believe. Neutral attitude. Someone that hates Castile. So England is at war is the only reason. So even though I got a claim on England, we should probably improve relations with him or and France. Interesting that Aragon has neutral opinion of us. Sorry, neutral opinion of Castile. I guess maybe I should have made sure to rival Aragon. I sort of assumed they'd be enemies, but... Portugal cedes Ceuta and Gibbs monies. Alright, sounds good. Portugal lost all of her allies while she was in that war, because she didn't get defended by England due to the French-English War. See who Portugal ends up allying. They might free up, like re-up the alliance with Castile, which would be sort of frustrating, but we can work our way around it. Lose loyalty with the clergy. Yeah, that's fine. We shall ignore the heresy. Lancaster of Portugal. Yeah, it's King Philippe I of House Lancaster. Got Henry the Sixth Lancaster, 000 with a 255 heir. Same dynasty as Portugal. Ah, damn it. Isabel Navarez. Got a female heir. So that's potentially a problem. Haven't taken ducats from the burghers? True, but I don't think we're going to yet. I'd rather have the dev cost discount for the moment so we can buy the institution. I honestly, I buy institutions all the time now. Even if like they're going to spread to me eventually, I just still do them. I think I'm on like week 3 of not drinking Mountain Dew, just drinking coffee. In other parts of the world, Muscovy is murdering Novgorod. Any other interesting wars? Afghan War for Independence is on. England is at negative 69 war score with France. Neat. Arumba out here drinking lean. I think I'm gonna start losing weight here pretty soon, based on that. Novgorod cedes lands and Odiev cedes land. Muscovy spent 144 diplo points for that initial peace deal. Super smart. I mean, he's got all kinds of permanent claims and stuff, but no. better pay Diplo points for the land. His mission tree is probably one of the strongest in the entire game. That's not ideal, but with his bankruptcy, I think that it's not going to matter too much. We might need to ally both disloyal subjects now. Have all three of us band together to take out Portugal. But again, we have 18 months of Castile being bankrupt. And he has no forts. And Portugal lost their war, but I don't think they lost any troops. Portugal he did lose quite a few troops. He's got 1,400 manpower and only 8,658 active troops. So actually, Portugal's quite weak. And he's got that fort mothballed. So if we trained up like a 6 stack by the time the war could be possible, and then just rushed Evora, might be able to just separate piece Portugal right away. You're gonna lose weight by not drinking Mountain Dew? How much have you been drinking? That's Will? Mountain Dew is like one of my things that I fall back on every now and then. I drank a lot in college, and I drank a lot always. Alright, so England lost all that stuff. That's fine. These guys would definitely support our independence. Aragon would not, because he's still neutral. Burgundy cannot reach Castile, he says. Because he's rival to France, I would assume. No. He's not. Cannot reach Castile. Well, you're not rival to France, so you could probably get military access to through here. So I think you're crazy, man. So we've got how much longer? Until February of 51. Might have to fire the advisors now, just so we can have enough money to train up some troops. That or we could just take a few loans. We're going to get money back from the peace deal. But I'd rather not be running a negative monies. Yeah, I'm just going to fire all the advisors so we can start training troops. Plus another 2 months so we can train a second round. So like roughly around September or October of the next year. October, September. Let's just do September. I want to have the troops a little bit early so we get some morale. Not to mention we don't have enough money to, you know, train them all right away, but that's okay. Math-wise, the timing is like working out perfect. All these troops will be coming out right on time. We'll have a tiny, tiny war chest. Oh shoot, you know one thing I forgot to do is fire Castile's generals. I meant to do that. Fernando is a 0-1-1. Not the most impressive specimen. We take admin tech early by 60 days, so we get our innovativeness. We'll definitely take that. I don't remember seeing a pop-up about the Renaissance, which is kind of surprising. We're not going to be able to get innovativeness for Diplotech, unfortunately, and probably not for Miltech either. So, I mean, we want Miltech 4. Diplotech 4 is not that important, and we're only looking at a 2-year ahead of time penalty, or ahead of time advantage. So we might want to just do some dev pushing with the Diplo points. But we should wait till the Renaissance spawns if we're going to do that. Also, I forgot and probably should have turned on a trade power edict here a while back. So if we were to attack Castile, it's just going to be Portugal. And we can't get our alliances until our truce is up. Our truce is up in like a couple days. I'm going to get both diplomats free. How much do I actually like Imperator? Like I said yesterday, I think Imperator is a good game. France will support independence. Morocco almost wants to. Might be a good idea to wait for Morocco so that he has a truce with Castile. I don't want them to be the ones to declare the independence war. I need to be the one that's in control. Seriously? Negative 20 reasons? For negative 4 opinion? That's kind of crazy. Let's risk waiting a couple more months. Just to see if we can get Morocco on board. Now we have not same religious group. Moroccan opinion about Asturias is at negative 19. Weird. Alright, let's just go without it. What's the worst that could possibly happen? I'll take a backup of the save at least. Just in case. Yep, so we're going to do provinces of vital interest. Right as we declare the war before anything else. We're going to say, like, all of it is vital interest. Like, literally every province. We can try to get everything transferred to us if they'll let us. And we're about to get Tech 4. Okay. This is going to cost us, oh, Portugal's not even going to defend. So my plan to occupy his fort is just not necessary. And keep in mind, he's still got 18 months of bankruptcy, which, just to confirm, where can we look on autonomy? Yep, thank you. Bankruptcy plus 0.05. So he's got 18 more months, well, 16 more months of bankruptcy. So despite that army being right there, we're definitely going to have a tech advantage over him, because we can take tech in like 1 month, and he's bankrupt, and that's fine. This guy's got none of this land set as interest, so he'll just transfer everything to us automatically. We don't have to worry about that. Really, the only thing stopping us from winning the war is going to be the occupation of Toledo, so let's go ahead and declare. Losing stab sucks, but... Shoot. Shouldn't have spent my admin points, because now we're going to be on -2 stab for a while. We can handle it. We'll just have to wait. Gonna make it hard to core new land, though. Did I buy the kitty? No, it came from a, came from my ex-brother-in-law. Now, Portugal could theoretically declare war on me. They have no truce with me. But if they were unwilling to defend Castile, I highly doubt they're going to want to start a new war. I have a nice admiral. Pips won the vote, so it was rigged? Yeah, but we're not going to go with Pips, I don't think. Definitely want to get that gold mine occupied pretty quickly. England has announced Aragon as their rival. Good. Good guy popping out in a few months. Burgundy's rivaled Austria. Here comes France with a 4413 siege specialist. Now hold on, you better transfer that. You've suddenly decided that it is vital interest, huh? You sneaky bastard. You shouldn't have been able to change that. We were already at war. Well, we're obviously going to betray both of these guys. They're not going to get any land out of any of this peace deal. However, because they have one province occupied, it's going to stop me from doing it in a way that they aren't aware that I didn't actually give them any land. You know? Castile now have their independence guaranteed by Portugal. That's funny, Portugal. So you guarantee their you're guaranteeing their independence by not actually defending them when someone attacks them. I see. I see how this is. Where's Mr. Meow? Mr. Meow, is that his name? I'm going with pancakes. Pancake or pancakes? Like, I like pancake. I was making a joke yesterday about how I really like the idea of calling him something kind of mean. Kind of mean. I was gonna call him faceplant. And when I suggested that, chat said, well, what about pancake? A 233 female heir of the Menezes family. No. We need a male. Waffles is superior. Finally, the Renaissance spawns. 2 years late. Burgundy's declared war upon Provence. Provence is usually guaranteed by France. They're allied to France, which means that France is now distracted by Burgundy. Can't demand anything while Toledo's not occupied. I'm really annoyed that he was able to say that he did want that land, even though he didn't have it marked. The AI cheated. I can't change stuff that's of vital interest while we're at war if someone else has it marked. And he shouldn't have been able to either. Honor the Alliance? Well, we need to become Spain and complete the Spanish mission tree, which, if I'm not mistaken, that involves consuming all of everything. Alright, so let's take tech, even though we don't get innovativeness for it. I'm okay with that. There's Toledo, 99 war score. Leon wants the lion's share of the peace deal? Yeah, no. Alright, peace deal. Obviously, we need to grant independence. So part of the problem is the aggressive expansion is going to be very high to take a lot of land in this war. Technically, apparently, we're not pissing anyone off. Even France is not upset. So that's great. It's working out just fine. Problem is that if we take, like, all this land, we're going to be sitting on 67% overextension, and we have to pay 176 diplo points to do it. We have no admin points to core the land, and we have -2 stab. So, however, it's a lot of territory. How much participation did we end up with? We have 60%. We actually get some of the money. All right, let's just do it. I mean, it's expensive, but we need the land. We've expanded Asturias, indeed. I'm not going to save this for anything in particular, I think. We'll just do the click. All right, we shall rival probably both these guys, because they're probably going to stop being valid, and I don't care, really. We don't need to keep them. We're allied to France because of the independence thing. Let's make sure to top off relations with France and improve relations with anyone else that we can ally. We could just rival Castile. I'm fine with that, actually. Corruption is growing. Sort out corruption at max. Definitely need to hire an administrative advisor. I will pay for the half-price level 2 diplomatic advisor, I think. To get the aggressive expansion down. We're losing a little bit of money, but we can afford to be on negative income for a little bit. We better stay pretty high up on maintenance just in case anyone attacks. Okay, as far as coring goes, one drawback to the ruining of Castile is that this land has ridiculously high autonomy for us as well, which means we definitely want to get it assigned to estates. 95% autonomy here, 221. That should go to the clergy. Unfortunately, they have too much influence to have much more land. 541 at 75%. I'd like to core the state down here so that we can do something with the gold mine, get the income here higher. The rebellion's going to be potentially quite large. 24,000 troops. 18,000 troops. We're going to need to make sure that France does stuff. Needs to be our friend.